Hush it and puff it. I didn't put nothing on.
You didn't put nothing on.
No.
I just walked through it when I came out the basement.
I don't know what to tell you. I was talking. Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule the well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it in their spirit to endure. And the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it in their spirit to endure. And shalom to the wives and the single sisters that's believers of His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it in your spirit to pursue, to be a loving and silent, virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is You Can't and You Won't Understand This Unless Wisdom Was Given to You. You know, picking up this Bible is a serious thing. You know, this is our weapon. This goes into, our history, basically our life from past, present, and the future. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 6. It says, "For though a man be never so perfect among the children of men, yet if thy wisdom be not with him, he shall be nothing regarded." Right? You are nothing without wisdom. You are nothing without wisdom. Right? Even more, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 28. It says, "For the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom." So you ain't getting love from the Most High if you do not dwell with wisdom. Wisdom is the key thing in this called life that we say, right? Wisdom is worth more than rubies. Nothing in this world is compared to wisdom. Nothing. That's why grown-ups to children, if them children or them grown-ups don't have wisdom, you are regarded as nothing. You know what I'm saying? Regarded as nothing. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11. "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it." So whatever you desire, a mansion, riches, a so-called husband, a wife, diamonds and pearls, all those things, you could get that. But if you don't have wisdom, how, especially as a man, how can you lead a woman? You got daughters out here just talking to any old man, and that man, they ain't even talking about no scriptures. You can have a young daughter, it don't matter what age she is. Most cases, she talking to a little ass boy that's not even feeding her no wisdom, no knowledge. And it could be the same for a grown woman too. You want a woman should want a man that's going to feed her wisdom and knowledge, because a man that's obtaining wisdom can lead you. He has a better understanding in life. Nothing is compared. Nothing you can desire, money, wealth, riches, all the things that you could desire in this world, on this side, cannot be compared to the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's actually kind of crazy. You got to really look at everything that you ever want to desire compared to the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is Job chapter 28, verse 12 to 15. It goes into like the price of wisdom. It says, "But where shall wisdom be found?" Right? It's going to be found in the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the Lord gives that wisdom to His servants. first and foremost the prophets, the apostles, the evangelists, and the teachers. And you have some women that are prophetess, under their husband. For them to be able to understand these scriptures, is because they're cleaving or desiring wisdom. Not every woman can really bring out them scriptures and break it down or make have sense to it. And if they do have sense to it, it's because the Lord has given them wisdom, let alone if they have a husband or if you have a leader that breaks it down to you very plain and smooth. Your spirit is going to understand it. It's going to be plain unto you, right? It says, where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living. It says, the depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not with me. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. Nothing can weigh. Nothing has a equal balance to wisdom, unless we talk about understanding, unless we talk about knowledge. But nothing that we can desire is compared to wisdom, man. When you go down to verse 23 to 28, it tells you the source of wisdom. Should I read this one? This one with fire right here. We're gonna say that for another day. You heard? I'm gonna read this verse in the NLT. This is Psalms. Hold on, Salaki family. This is Psalms chapter 19, verse 9 to 14. In the NLT, it says, reverence for the Lord is pure, lasting forever. The laws of the Lord is true. Each one is fair. They are more desirable than gold, even the finest gold. They are sweeter than honey, even honey dripping from the comb. They are a warning to your servant, a great reward for those who obey them. Right? And we talking about wisdom, and then now you see the law, So they both going hand in hand because the law is from the Most High, wisdom is from the Most High. The law helps us warn us on what we shouldn't be doing, and what is the punishment if you do it. It says, how can I know all the sins lurking in my heart? Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Keep your servant from deliberate sins. Don't let me control me. Then I will be free of guilt and innocent of great sin. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Yahweh, my rock and my redeemer. And how can our words be pleasing to the Lord? When we obeying, because this way of life, this truth is a whole test. This thing is not about you, but it's about you. This is about your nation. Everything you see, you're gonna see you're gonna see men, you're gonna see women, you're gonna see your nation, right? But this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 15. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. What is his ways? Yahushai, which because Yahushai is the way, the truth, and the life, in his ways is those laws, statutes, and commandments. But what is the word that we're supposed to obey from Genesis all the way to Revelation? Whatever the Lord tell us how we supposed to move, how we supposed to care for our brothers and sisters, let alone if you are teaching the Most High's ministry, teaching his doctrine, you have to follow it to a T. Let alone sometimes we will get cut, to sharpen your sword because you might say something incorrect. And this is why a person that desires wisdom, they're going to desire correction. They're going to desire discipline, right? Because this is not no funny game, right? Let alone if brothers saying that they have wisdom, brothers wouldn't be doing certain things that they doing that can that would be a wrong example for the sheep, This is Psalms. I would keep going on that, but let's go to this one real quick. This is Psalms 119. Verse 127 to 128. It says, "Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way," man. Especially when you start dealing with wisdom, you're gonna hate every false way. Wisdom, let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon, you know, because wisdom, hold on, where is it at? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 22. It says, "For wisdom, which is the work of all things, taught me." Wisdom is going to teach you the Most High's truth. Wisdom is not no deceit. That's why I said, if brothers really had wisdom, they wouldn't be doing the things that they're pushing, right? If they talk about pay me for a name, or pay me for a breakdown, whatever it could be, or brothers are saying, I took the bag, because it's not too much unity. So I took this bag so I can have money from, for my congregation. But we're not going to say Yahushua. We're not going to say this. We're not going to do that. Wisdom don't do no deceit. So you can't say just because of a brother saying Yahweh Shema Shai, he has wisdom. We could tell as soon as he come out his mouth, and when he brings out prophecies, dark sayings, and parables. Really, the Most High's doctrine will understand the man, you know. And it said, because wisdom teaches you, it says, "For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt." You see, wisdom is plain. It says, "Loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be let it, ready to do good." Ready to do good for the Most High. When we wield wisdom, it's going to either make you a friend or a prophet. And a real prophet is not coming in this thing for bribery. We're not teaching for pay. We're not thinking about laying with another man's wife. We're not promoting the worldly behaviors of, let's roll a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Being of the world. You can still have a good time. You can go out paying. You can go get you a little drink or something. But we want to make sure we're an example of the truth. So we're not out in the street sagging our pants down to the low. We still look at women, that they have a position in this truth, but women outside this truth is not even worthy to be with a man that's in this truth. So men that is in this truth, we move a little different. Your mind is different, you comprehend, you speak different, let alone wisdom will have you separate from certain people, because sometimes spirits is very strong. And if you still might be weak in certain areas, you'll be like, I don't sin. I'm not weak. Well, brother, you a liar. You saying you don't sin, you know. But wisdom is that thing. Help us be strong in this place, right? Because wisdom is a weapon. This is what was the one that I wanted? Which was the one that I wanted? Oh, here we go. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 27. "In being but one, she could do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new." Right? And when you go into, the gospel, or you go into the letters of Paul, he tells you that the spirit is renewed day by day. So wisdom remaining in herself, and she maketh all things new. So if wisdom really dwell in you, you should be new every day. If wisdom dwelling in you is a natural thing to examine yourself, right? It says, "In all ages entering into holy souls, set apart souls that's different from this world, souls that's different from the Pharisees, Sadducees," because you got to know The Lord knows everybody in aspects, from good and bad. Wisdom do too. So if we believe in reincarnation, regeneration, that you come back, right? You have to know wisdom know who the hell you is. Just like when we go into Acts I think the 19th chapter, where you look at the the demon knew Paul and Yahushai, but it didn't know the vagabonds. So you have to know them damn spirits on the left hand side, right hand side. They know who's the Lord's children and who is not. So the last part, it says, "She maketh them friends of the Most High, like Abraham, and prophets." So it's no way we gonna be moving in foo-foo land if the Lord is gonna, if wisdom is gonna make us a friend or a prophet of the Most High. It's very plain. Let alone we might make mistakes, but you'll fix it. Especially if you do, especially if wisdom is dwelling in you, you're going to fix it. You know, you're going to fix it. Just David, he made a mistake. What did he do? He might not necessarily fix it himself, but how did he fix it in the spirit? He called on the Lord and confessed his sins. And he said, Lord, please don't let your spirit leave me. Please don't let your presence leave me. Actually, let's get that. Let's see if we can get that. This is Psalms chapter 51, verse 9. I'll start at 7. It says, "Purge me with hops, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide my face from my sin, and blot out all my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, clean mind, O power, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy holy spirit from me." Right. And when we go into renew a right spirit within me, even more, you have to read and believe in this word. Because without reading, without calling the name of the Lord, praying, you won't be able to be cleansed. You won't be able to be cleansed. You won't be able to be renewed. When we look at Ephesians 4, where it says, leave the old conversation of the old man. You have to read. You have to understand the things that you have done. In these scriptures, let alone is going to enlighten you for the things that you have done in this society, this modern day captivity, right? Because, like Galatians 5:25, if you live in the spirit, you shall walk in the spirit. It's work to live and to walk in the spirit. It's work, right? Um, a side note, 16:16, what it says, "How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver," right? So how much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and how much is it um, to get understanding rather than chosen silver, right? So those two things is it's you should be wanting to get. Let's go to, I think it's First Chronicles, if I'm not mistaken. First Chronicles, is it this one? Nope. Second Chronicles. No, because even more, this goes back into Solomon. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter. No, this is Salaki. This is Second Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 7. "And that night did the Most High appear unto Solomon, and said unto him, Ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said unto the Most High, Thou hast showed great mercy unto David my father, and hast made me to reign in his stead. Now, O Lord, power, let thy promise unto David my father be established. For thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great?" Right? And that's fire. He asks for wisdom and knowledge, and who can judge. And when you think about it, in order to correct, rebuke, to prophesy to teach, to tell them what's actually going to warn the people. We need wisdom and understanding. We need wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it's a lot of people that think that they know they're Israelite or they might know the truth, but they faking the funk. They not putting a real step in it. You're gonna die, man. You know, because this thing is not just saying, "Oh, I'm an Israelite." It's nowhere near. And I understand some people is losing patience. You know, Yahweh Shai may take too long. You know, life is still going. You can still do what you want to do. But if you ain't paying attention to the food prices going up, inflation going is at a sky high. It's war overseas right now. They got national guards in the United States, right? New York passed a law. New York State passed it, the 213 NY law, where they can just come right in your house and take anybody they want to. We haven't seen nobody do it yet, but they can turn on that switch and do it. They're starting right now to make a bill, a law where teaching the word might be banned, right? Where you can't go out in the street and teach the word. That's about to happen soon, but that's a prophecy in the scriptures. Soon as these things happen, we're gonna know who's really real and who's fake. A cyber attack happened for the social media. I'm at work. You see everybody, oh, my phone, no, oh, it's not working. I'm hitting up my brothers, and of course, I hit up some family members that probably don't even give a damn about me, and let them know, yo, be careful. You know, it's a cyber attack. And all I heard them is saying a whole bunch of bullshit, but don't even know what is going on. Then after that cyber attack was over, my a brother I work with, his wife lost her job because it was pharmacy a pharmacy. It happened again because my wife, her job or whatever, got laid off. But before it did, it was a cyber attack to uh, pharmacies, anything that deals with medical. So I will believe her job got taken because of that cyber thing. Let alone it happened again. And the brother I work with, his wife makes the tires for New York. And now she's laid off. Everybody at that tire place is laid off. I think it's Done Tire, all laid off because of the cyber attack. Nobody's talking about it. And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of Israelites that don't have wisdom. And they just say, I'm an Israelite. Shalom. And guess what? They ain't doing the Shabbat. They not even asking what it is. They not even knowing. They not asking what it is. They don't know when Passover is. They not even asking what it is. This is men and women and men. This is a fact. And I'm telling you, from the a child, teenage, grown up, don't care how you feel, whoever you is. If you know that you're an Israelite and you are not doing your due diligence by reading, watching videos, calling on the Lord, changing you, you're finished. And look, even more, nobody that's in the truth and the spirit is going to want to deal with anybody that's serving the Lord. We talking about in the day of Jacob's trouble. In Jacob's trouble, you're going to need wisdom, right? You're going to need wisdom because say if you don't got your Bible, that wisdom going to come into play because of all this work you've been doing. Precepts going to hit you in your mind and you just going to be quoting them like the movie, the Book of Eli with Denzel Washington. There's a lot of phony people in this thing, right? So again, Solomon asked for wisdom and knowledge, right? And then he said, who's going to judge these people? So in order for us to judge, in order for us to teach our kids, we need wisdom, right? I'm gonna go to another one. This is Wisdom of Solomon, the G and T. It's some fire. There's some fire in these scriptures, especially when you jump to different translations. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 21 in the GNT. It says, still, I realized that I would never receive wisdom unless the Most High gave her to me. Knowing that only the Most High give her to me, give her to me was itself a sign of understanding. So I prayed and begged the Lord. I'm about to say this one more time. It says, still, I realized that I would never receive wisdom unless the Most High gave her to me. And knowing that only the Most High could give her to me was itself a sign of understanding. So I prayed, begging the Lord with all my heart. And it's a lot of men and women that don't have wisdom at all because the Lord didn't give it to you. He knew that you were either lazy, you didn't really care. And it's some people that say, Lord, Lord. And what he's saying, Luke, why call me Lord, Lord, but not do the things which I tell you? Right? And this is another precept because he said, um, the Most High gave wisdom to him. And this right here makes it plain. This is St. John chapter 6, verse 44. Outside at 43, it says, Yahweh Shai therefore answered and said unto them, murmur not amongst yourself, right? Don't complain amongst yourself. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up in the last day. So this is how you could tell if the Lord dealing with you or not. You know, if the Lord don't draw you to Yahweh Shai and you call on Yahweh Shai, if you calling him Yehuda, Jesus, the Lord ain't dealing with you on that level. You know? Let alone if the Lord don't draw you to actually open up this book and read while you got a whole bunch of free time, you ain't doing that. You got a friend, you go do this, but you don't read. You'll be like, hey, when the last time you read? I read last week. Okay, what you read? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I don't know. The Lord might not be dealing with you. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, while this sun is going up, we do everything for ourselves. That's why in the beginning of this lesson I said, uh, nothing can compare. Like anything you desire cannot be compared to wisdom, the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai. Anything you desire, I don't care if it's underwear, socks, jewelry, house, whatever is in your mind, nothing you desire can be compared to the wisdom of the Most High. And a lot of people don't run to the Lord because this is why they don't believe. You know, the Lord didn't give it to them because they don't believe. So stay in that St. John, verse 10. You know, the believers don't have wisdom, right? St. John chapter 10, verse 27. Let me start at 25. Yahweh shall answer them. I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. Let alone all these words. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 1 and 2. That was a prophecy that the words would come in paper. Before Roman captivity, we wasn't reading on paper. So the Lord had mercy and he allowed us to get the whole blueprint on paper. So this is the work of Yahweh Shemal Shai, 2nd Ezra. Let me make sure before I get there, because I know a lot of people don't really believe in the Most High. And I can care less, because if you don't, I hope you part of the 2/3, man. I really do. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ear of my people, which are Israel, the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the prophets and apostles, the evangelists and the teachers, they're mostly going to have prophecies in their mouth. It says, and cause them to be written on paper, for they are faithful and true. Jacob Trouble, written on paper. Mark of the Beast, written on paper. The salvation of Jacob, written on paper. Yahweh shall come to destroy, written on paper. The first and the second woe already passed, written on paper. The third woe is coming, written on paper. You know, in the end times, the love of many is gonna wax cold, written on paper. Right? Verse 26 in St. John 10, it says, But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. And if anybody believed, they would be reading. We would try to read more. Try to. If we were true believers, we would try to hear the word by watching videos that's on YouTube daily, not just by me, but by there's multiple brothers out here. Me personally, Great Millstone, the brothers I labor with, and the other affiliates, but wherever your spirit may lead you. But you got to seek the Lord's face. And seeking the Lord's face is going in these scriptures and looking for the men of the Lord. Because if you believe in the Lord, you believe that the prophets is back on the earth. If you are not watching videos, if you are not praying, if you are not reading, the Lord is not dealing with you. Right now, the Lord might not be dealing with you. And I say this even to myself. This is why I try to do it as much as I can for myself. I try to sometimes bring out scriptures to my wives. I say mostly my wives, because it's hard when you think about your kids. You don't really think that your kids really care. The main one I see, I I know the one that I see that give me that straight motivation. But sometimes you know, this truth opens your eyes to know who really takes it serious and who don't, who really believes and who don't. And sometimes people do believe, but they might not show it. But like I said, if you don't believe in this, you are not the sheep of the Most High. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So if you follow him, what does that mean? You're looking in his word. How else do you follow Yahweh? When you go to St. John 2 and 6, it says, we ought to walk like him. How did he walk? Yes, he kept the law naturally. He just naturally knew, okay, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do. Let alone he went to the highways and byways and went to go teach. And he was around sinners just to be the light around them, because then eventually somebody in that circle is going to attach to this light, and they're going to ask a question, and we gonna give them an answer. But it says, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. These scriptures is way heavy. So if you not really following the Lord, you not, because he said, blessed is he that readeth. If you don't even see yourself reading, you most likely was plucked out the hands of the Lord. This is a full-blown fact. Full-blown fact. And if you catching super hell, back to back to back to back to back, it's a difference. The Lord give us breathers, where, especially if you get afflicted back to back, your breather can be like, I got to pray. I got to realize this was me because I did this. If you can't see why you getting hit, the Lord might not be dealing with you, because the Lord says he loveth those that he chastised. And if he got this plain in the scriptures, the ones that's getting chastised or something happened, and they're already saying, yo, this has to be Yahweh Shem Yahushua. A lot of people going through a lot, man. Losing a job, single household, maybe a father or a mother. The kids may be going in foster care. There's a lot going on, man. And a lot of us can't see in between those lines to be like, you know what? Maybe I am the Most High's chosen people. Because in this society, you can get on TV and do all those things, but eventually you'll get lost in that sauce and forget the Most High. And look at normal people that's poor and low class. I want to go see my friend. I want to go to a movie, or I want to see my phone. This is why the minute of the Lord is just waiting for these prophecies to happen. When the phone cut off or technology cut off, everybody's going to bug out. That's why when the cyber attack happened, if you couldn't use IG, Facebook, and Instagram, I know you kept looking at your damn phone. I was even looking at my phone trying to say, what the hell? And then it hit me. It's a cyber attack. Then I went on YouTube and found it was a cyber attack. Easy money. And I'm at work. Everybody calm down. It's a cyber attack. Nobody cared. You got to have wisdom, man, because then wisdom is going to make you be like, you know what? It's going down. You put that phone aside. Shit is going down. When you go to 2 Corinthians chapter 2, 14 and 16, Paul and them was putting on that Hamashiach like fragrance. I can tell when somebody don't like the fragrance because they don't want to hear the word. They might not want to ask questions. They know what you about. Fanny, oh man, I wanted to hit you up, but I forgot. Nah, it's because you didn't know what to say. Because this fragrance so strong. I'm beyond a football game. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm beyond that. We gotta have a way deeper conversation. You know what I'm saying? Even women, kids too. I can be into whatever a kid is doing, but if I tell a kid, let's be interested in this, let's do this right now, and I can see the discernment of spirit that they can carry. Guess what? I'm not gonna care what you want me to do. You gotta really care for Yahweh Shema Shai. You got to really want and desire the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because let me just read this verse and then we're going to read these last three. 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 4. So answer I and said, swallow then down, O my soul, understanding and devour wisdom. You have to devour wisdom. But if the Lord didn't give you wisdom, you ain't devouring shit except for a sandwich, a bag of chips, maybe some candy. And I don't even feel bad. Look, anybody that's not trying to take this serious or trying to serve the Lord or take accountability, I don't feel bad for whatever you're going. This is why me, a lot of times I don't really even like if I feel like you don't got that interest, I could walk past people and not say nothing. I'm cool. I love you. Hey, I'm that type, especially if you're not in my my little thing. You got to say something to me first, because I'm in a hole. I'm so rude on so many levels in the spirit. If I feel a vibration you don't believe or none of that, I don't want to hear none of that. If you say you believe that, you know what I'm saying? My emotions for certain. Maybe that's a red flag in me. Maybe I got to do better. But when you really understand in First Kings chapter 18, verse 10, Elijah said he was jealous for Yahweh because of all these people was claiming and then they left the Lord and complaining and then they want to kill it. He was jealous for the Lord. Us men that serve Yahweh Shem Shai with sincerity and truth, we're jealous for Yahweh. So all you fools, like Asher say, you niggas is done. You could be around your cousin, your homie, your auntie, your nephew, your niece, your baby, your son, and they could grow up. They could be whatever 20 years, and then Yahweh Shai come, you get beamed up and they still there. And it's already confirmation in every day when you see the interaction with your family, with your foes, your homies. When the word come out, you get to see how they pay attention to it. And then when the word not coming out, do they ask about it? Is they watching, or like, you got to understand this is a spiritual walk. And you can tell when somebody is not spiritual and they just in that flesh. This is something so real, man. The Lord killed a lot of people and saved only 8 in the time of Noah. And you got to think Noah hearing babies crying, hearing a girl that probably she was good with her parents, but she didn't serve the Lord. It's kids out here that's probably good to their parents, but don't believe in the Lord. Bye. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it's kids probably getting top graduate student, college or whatever, but they really don't believe in the Lord. They're going to be destroyed. I'm serious. Like, I try to tell my wives that make sure you build you up, because you never know what can happen. If a kid get taken or this and this and that, just let that go. Because if we still serving the Lord and they still believe in the Lord, when we get to when the Lord come, we gonna see them in the chariot. But if they truly didn't believe, the Lord gonna allow us to make a new one. And I mean that. So, man, you need wisdom, man. Wisdom, man, because it's a scary thing to fall in the hands of the Lord, man. Especially if the Lord take that desire of wisdom. My wife, she bring out this precept that I said, where the Lord tells you in Psalms 119, don't take the words out of my mouth. Don't take your words out of my mouth. Don't take your law out of my mouth. I've been saying this lately. Yahweh Shema Shai, allow your words to be the apple of my eye. Because a lot of us have other things that's the apple of our eye. Sam said it best. He'd be like, a lot of us wake up and we scroll through our phone and don't call on Yahweh Shema Shai. I do that a lot. You got to have it in your notion to call on Yahweh Shema Shai, because he should be the apple of your eye, not your dumbass phone, not the TV, food, not all this other stuff. The Most High should be the apple of your eye. Not even my kids is the apple of my eye. You bugging. Because in order to order a house, you need the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 43. And I think I'm going to go to verse 29 to 33. It says, the Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power. And when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. What? He said, when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. When you reading, when you seeking the Lord's face, when you call on his name, you exalt the Lord. It's a lot of foes that say, I believe it. You ain't even exalting him. I'm sorry. Bye, man. That's my new quote. Bye. For even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength. Be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. You can never go far enough for the Lord. Wow. Paul was still, you can never go far enough. I always be afraid if I go too hard, but when you have wisdom, you won't get prideful. If you have wisdom, you'll check yourself before you wreck yourself. My big brother, Yarmayan, always would say that. It says, who have seen him, that he might tell us? Who can magnify him as he is? There are yet hid greater things than these be. For we have seen but a few of his works. For the Lord have made all things, and to the godly have he given wisdom. Right? To the righteous, the Most High have given wisdom. That's why in Daniel chapter 12, verse 10, he tells you some will be purified and made white. The wise or the righteous will understand, but the wicked will do wickedly, and they won't understand. This is why people don't understand what's going on in this world, is because through the Spirit, the Lord consider you wicked. Wow. If you don't understand the prophecies, the dark saying, the parables, or if you're not even seeking them, the Lord consider you wicked, man. Actually, let's get that. You consider wicked, man. I don't want that. Forget that. I don't want that. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Only the wise gonna understand. That's why in 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter, the Lord told Ezra to give some, to keep some in the public and give the rest to wise people. Who wise people? The prophets, right? And if you got a prophets in your midst, especially sisters, wives, however it may be, you are lucky. The Lord shows so much mercy to you. I don't care if it's evangelist, a teacher, apostle, a prophet. If you can watch them on YouTube or you can see them physically, the Lord is showing mercy upon you. That's that's a blessed thing. And just for me to look at the brothers I labor, I believe they is the men of the Lord, how they speak, how they correct, let alone the apostles. So I'm lucky, let alone I get to see the mercy of the Lord that he's giving me a chance to clean myself. You want to do music, the celebrities in your face. Then you see them at a concert. Somebody told me this. You go to a concert, you looking up at him. When you go to an opera, the opera stage is down and the stage go up. So when we look at celebrities, we're worshiping them and exalting them. But when you go to an opera, it's like us to the Most High. We're down low, and the Most High is up. That's why when you pray, your prayers go up and your blessings go down. And it's just like an orchestra. You all the way down, and your words gotta go all the way up. Because in an opera or when they do orchestra, the instruments, they're down and they go up. It's just like what is it? Cold air, it rises, or is it heat rise? You know what I'm saying? It's just the same, the frequency of the music, but a celebrity, he wants to be worshiped and exalted. That's why he on the stage and everybody's low, Ooh, think about it. Think about it. I want to be one of the ones that understand. Now let's go to Daniel chapter 1, read 17 to 21. It says, because this deals with the wisdom of Daniel and his friends, Azariah, Hananiah, and Mishael. It says, as for these four children, the Most High gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now at the end of the days that the king had said he should bring them in, then the prince of the eunuch brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar, and the king communed with them, and among them all was found none like Daniel. Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah, therefore stood they before the king. And in all matters of wisdom and understanding, the king inquired of them. He found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers that were in all his realm. And Daniel continued even unto the first year of King Cyrus. Right? So these men had knowledge and skill and all learning and wisdom. And these is Israelites. So if these is, I'm about to call on the same God they serve, which is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls the Most High, and his son Yahushai, they call him Jesus the Christ, right? And when you go to Daniel chapter 2, verse 19 and 20, then was the secret revealed unto Daniel, because Nebuchadnezzar from chapter 2, verse 1 to 13, Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and none of his magicians or astrologers can explain it, but Daniel could. It says, then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the Most High of heaven. So this even more, when you start getting breakdowns, the prophecies and the understanding, thank the Lord. You know you're an Israelite, thank the Lord. But what else do you do after you thank the Lord? Continue. He knew that the Lord, he thanked the Lord, he gave him wisdom. You think Daniel just stopped serving the Lord? 21, it says, verse 20, it says, Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. It's his. So if you want wisdom and knowledge, you have to go to him. It's just like a plug. You want to get put on, you got to go to the plug. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the reason for the season. And if you don't have wisdom in your temple, you need to go ask Yahweh Shem Yahushai what to do, how to do it. And if he not putting it on your temple to go seek his word, the Lord might not be dealing with you. I'm not better than you, and I know damn sure you ain't better than me, but I know serving the Lord is better than you. Other than that, it's your brother Dagabar. Lord willing, this is edifying. If it wasn't, it's okay. We're going to continue to keep doing this thing. Our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world, and he calls Jesus Christ. And double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, regardless if you accept it or not, who've been ruling well in the spirit, being sincere, and teaching this truth 100%. You know, shalom, a mighty shalom, and continue to do the work to the hopeful elect that scatter four corners of earth. Teach his word and believe in his word to the best of their ability. I love you to the moon and never back. And with that, we say shalom, shalom.